Hallo.
How was your last weekend? It was good, right?
Yeah,
you told me.
Great.
We were texting. Okay, perfect. Turnschuh.tv mit Simon, und wie man aus der Fashion Week Woche noch gar nicht mitgekriegt hat, Hickman ist auch wieder am Start. Ich freue mich.
Ich bin so Fashion.
Unfassbar.
Der Hammer.
Und wir haben heute noch einen ganz besonderen Gast am Start, und das ist wirklich etwas ganz Besonderes. Ich glaube, one of a kind situation. I don't know how to say it. In Germany we would say Herr Reebok, because he is Reebok. It's Todd, he's Vizepräsident of basketball and event marketing, right?
Classics, yeah. Our lifestyle
Classics.
business, all that, yeah.
All that stuff.
For everything.
Yeah.
So nice to have you here on Turnschuh.tv. Do you know Turnschuh.tv?
No.
Why?
I don't know, you gotta tell me.
We're spending like millions of dollars.
Millions?
Yes.
Now I know.
Can you remember the last time you've been bare feet?
No, because I started selling shoes when I was like 16 years old. I've collected shoes since I was 16. I've always had shoes. I'm never barefoot. I'm never barefoot. I have like 165 pairs of shoes, so I can't be barefoot.
And is it because you're working for a shoe company that you can't be barefoot? It would be like a no-go.
Yeah, it would be like owning an ice cream company and not eating ice cream. Like, you have to actually like wear sneakers if you're in the business. And so I love wearing sneakers. I love the fashion side of it. I love the technology, and I've literally grown up in this business. So for me, it's kind of a passion and a hobby. So it's cool.
So you're quite young for a vice president.
Yeah.
Do you go to board meetings with the suit, or is it just casual?
I don't own a suit, so I couldn't go to a meeting with a suit. No, it's cool. Like, I started at Reebok 21 years ago delivering mail. That's how I started. And I just worked my way up. So I never really got into the whole corporate thing. Like, for us, I got a great bunch of people I work with. We love sneakers, we love the culture. We love trying to give, like, you know, consumers something, a different experience from Reebok. So we don't get suited up. We don't have a lot of boardroom meetings. We just kind of hang out. You know, we play ball at lunch.
You do?
Every day. Every day we play ball at lunch.
Where can I apply?
Yeah, exactly. Working on a plan.
The thing is, you have to see their headquarters. It's really, they have a basketball court, everything inside. So it's really nice. So I went there already.
Yeah. And we do really, like, we're really passionate about what we do, so it's a lot of fun. So it's not corporate, it's really like anti-corporate. We travel around the world together, we talk about ideas, we challenge each other. Everyone I work with is just super passionate about sneakers. This is what we live, you know. It's what we do for a living, but it's what we live. So it's just a great bunch of people I'm lucky to work with, so it's cool.
From dishwasher to vice president, can you...
I wasn't a dishwasher, I was a mailroom guy, just to be different.
Just to
but it's probably the same. I'm not sure which one would be.
Just to be in the metaphor.
Yeah.
So,
American dream.
Yeah, American dream.
So, do you have the recipe for us?
Honestly, I think it sounds like a cliche, but it really is being like super passionate about something, you know, because I fell into like this great opportunity, and I could have probably had a career that paid more at the time. I could have probably left working in the mailroom and done something else, but like, I really believed, like, if I stuck with it, I was going to be able to like make it into something, you know. And the industry is very young, it's very entrepreneur, so it allowed me to kind of come up with ideas when I was young, and not everyone in the company knew who I was, but they gave me a chance. So I think the secret to the whole thing is, like, if you're super passionate about it, whether you want to own a store or whether you want to design or whether you want to be in a company like a Reebok, it's like you just got to like follow your passion. And it is a little cliche, but it's true, because I really feel like if you love what you do, you will be successful. That's what I believe.
So, 21 years working for Reebok, what has been the best moment of your career?
I've had a few of them. I think one of them was probably like before Allen Iverson became a professional basketball player, we started working on a shoe for him, like 9 months before he became a professional. And so by the time he declared himself eligible for the draft and was drafted by the Sixers, I got to meet him. And I got to show him the shoe that we were working on with him before I even met him or knew who he was. And when I first met him down in Washington, D.C., it was super cool, because I said to him, I was like, listen, like, we've been following you, borderline stalking you, we built the whole room, a shrine around you. And I was like, this is the question, because your nickname's the answer. And we made this shoe because it's got a really super fast toe, and we think we visualize you on the court with this. And I didn't know what he was gonna say, you know, because we didn't sign him yet. This was like a pitch. So he was either gonna be like, this is really cool, or not feeling it. So I was nervous, but at the same time, like he loved it. He liked the shoe, he liked the prototype. We kind of vibed together for the first time. So I've had a lot of great moments in my career, but I was with Alan for 16 years, and the first time I met him was probably like the most productive moment where I felt like we created something and he loved it, so it was cool.
And it's one of the longest lasting legacies in sneaker history, right?
Yeah, I think outside of Mike, it's the second biggest legacy in footwear, the longest running sneaker.
What's the next?
Well,
Jay-Z back at Reebok?
You never know. But I think that like in the 2000s, we had this model where like, we did a deal with Jay and we did a deal with Pharrell, and we were creating product together. And I think it really worked well at that moment in that time. But I think kind of like those days are over in terms of creating a sneaker line with an artist, I think that had its time and it really worked well. The future for us is definitely music. We're definitely going to do things with music. But I think it's trying to find what's the next smart collaboration with an artist that's not just doing a shoe. We got to figure out like something new. Like what can we do together that's new and fresh? And we got a couple interesting ideas right now we're working on for 2014. So you'll be hearing about some new music artist collaborations that aren't very traditional.
But you still need the guys like Mike, like LeBron, like Kobe in the future?
I think that's a really good question. I mean, I think there's always going to be a place for like hero basketball product. There's no question. But in youth culture, kids are looking to music artists as well as basketball players for style. So it's all about like which touch point you want to go after and how you can create your own lane. So we're just not trying to do what other brands are doing. There's other brands that do the hero basketball thing really well. We did it for a period of time, but that's probably not what we're doing anymore. We're looking for unique areas of how we can collaborate with music artists and bring a new experience to consumers. So there'll be fresh new product, there'll be fresh new experiences, but it probably won't be the traditional, here's the guy, here's the shoe, go buy it. I think the consumer today is a little more sophisticated. You gotta do better storytelling. You gotta tell a little more about your brand, and you gotta really challenge the consumer to think more to buy your product.
This year we're celebrating 20 years of the Instapump Fury. So what can we see? It's a question we got from a viewer.
Yeah.
What can we see?
Well, I think one of the things we decided to do, I think this is, and I think this is why it's working in Germany a little bit right now, is because I feel like we're going back to just really talking about the history of the brand, and we're really talking about those specific stories about what makes us different. And Pump is one of those things. It's our DNA, and I think for a period of time we got away from that. We were trying to chase other trends, and if mid-cut vulcanized shoes were in trend, we would go make a mid-cut vulcanized shoe. But the reality is the world doesn't need that from us. They need what we do. And we do is very unique technologies, innovation, and Pump is one of those things. So, yeah, we've got one of the most innovative shoes ever made. I mean, that shoe, the Instapump Fury today, looks as fresh as it did when it was launched. So we're going to do collaborations with very, respected retailers, very few retailers around the world, and we're going to relaunch the Instapump Fury in a really cool, limited way. And then we're bringing back some Pump product as well. You may know something about that. And then we're going to actually bring back some Pump product as well in a unique way. But I think what's really making consumers in a place like Germany gravitate towards Reebok is we're telling real, authentic stories. And we haven't done that in a while. And I think real sneakerheads, real consumers, they know heritage and they know real stories. And that's what we're bringing right now. So Pump's an example of that.
Sounds good to me. Don't know if it sounds good to you. Tell us about it. Leave a comment down here. Reebok products, how do you like them right now? Maybe you can read the comments because we're famous in the US.
Absolutely. Very famous in the US, so I'll read them, definitely. Are they going to be in English though or in German? That's the only thing. I got to figure that out.
Try it in English so Todd will read them.
The most interesting point for me is, as you said, Instapump Fury is something which is your DNA. It's something technical. This is what I'm missing at the moment. So I would love to see, again, the innovative stuff what you guys are bringing, because Reebok is for me the most innovative company on the planet, because you guys have done things which are not the safe business way. Instapump Fury, some people love it, some people hate it, but there's nothing between. So I would love to see for 2014, 15, 16 something where the people say, wow, I don't need to walk because the shoes are walking for me. Something like this.
Yeah, no, and I think you make a really, really good point. And I've been at the company 21 years, so I can say this. Like, I think we got away from the importance of innovation for a period of time. There's no question about it. And I think, not letting too much out there because we are working on a lot of things, but 14, 15, and 16, you're going to see a lot more innovation from us. I think our biggest problem was we would deliver some innovation, but then we would maybe do something wrong once we delivered it. Maybe we would oversell it, or we would do
But the
things.
biggest problem is you do the innovation, and if I may say this, it's like game consoles. You're mostly too early for the market. You know, you have brilliant ideas, you put them in the market, but the market is not ready for your ideas. So the Insta Pump is a brilliant thing, and then lots of other things like all your Soul units which we have, where the air cushioning chambers are changing the pressure, the MX system. These things are something where I say, wow, really good. And this is, you know, there was sometime there was a Pump Fury system 2.0, where the shoe itself is pumping itself, and something like this. This is where I say it would be great if Reebok is coming back with something where all the other brands are saying, wow.
Yeah, that was actually something where you actually, when you pressed down on the sole, it was pumping by itself. It
was really great, but it was not really in the market.
But I think you're right, it was too early for that maybe. But I think innovation is becoming a cornerstone of who we are again. So I think for 14, 15, and 16, you are going to see a lot more new technology from us, so definitely.
I love the idea with the, I know it was the ass forming stuff. I know it was a big problem then backward, but...
ass forming, actually, we didn't call it that, but we should have probably called it ass forming. That would have been a good... I should license that name from you, ass forming.
Just imagine, I know, you know, if you see Turnschuh.tv, it's sometimes we do jokes, but just imagine, you bring out a shoe where the penis of a guy is getting longer.
We can talk about this? This is good, I like this.
In German thing, you can talk about this.
Oh yeah, I like that idea.
It's corporate-wise all right, but...
It's fine with me, I'm good with it. Yeah, I like that idea.
But just imagine, if you do this with the complex number one of a man, you generate a shoe where the penis is getting longer.
Yeah, great idea.
I would love to see, based on the DNA of Reebok, something really powerful, technical stuff. And I'm pretty sure you guys have something in the pipeline. I can't wait to see it.
One last question. So if there's one guy like 20 years old, like you in 1993, and he's starting at Reebok, what would you tell this young man first time delivering the mail?
The one advice I do try to give people is, one thing you do learn in this industry, and you probably heard this, is product is king. So if I had to really give some advice, I would be like, get into product, man. Whether it's in development, whether it's in engineering, whether it's in product management, this is the pulse of our industry. And we need young people that are creative to be in the product side of the business. This is what we need. So if you're young, you're creative, you have a passion for being in sneakers, try to find out how to get in the product side of the business, because this is what we need. This is the lifeline of our industry, is to have young people that are creative, that are thinking, like you just said, about what's next for Pump, what's next for this. So my advice is, your career's a marathon, go slow, gain as much experience as you can. And my second piece is, product, I'm a little biased, but product is king, man. This is what the whole industry is built on. So if you want to be in it, and you really want to be in it, then you should try to find a career in product. Those are my things.
Great last words. I can't add anything else, but happy birthday to you.
Yeah,
thank you very much.
Forgot at the beginning. Shame on me.
In Berlin for my birthday, what's better than this?
Yeah.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Maybe getting the penis enlargement by
Yeah, we're going to talk about that off camera, though. I'm going to find out about that off camera. Yeah. That'd be a good birthday present.
So, thank you, Todd.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Have a nice day and have a nice days. I guess you will stay.
Or a nice night. We're still here.
Yes, we have a nice night and you have a nice day and night and whatever on the internet. So, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.